What's going on, EDC people, and what's our journey for today? Well, we have a special guest, my daughter Mary.
Hi.
And we're gonna play a little game where we go through the collection of knives I have and she chooses what she likes. I've kind of got a little order I'm gonna go in, but it's nothing too specific. They're in a case, so I'm gonna pull them out. The first category is slip joints. Now I only have two handy. I only have two at all, so it won't be too hard of a choice, I don't think. The choices are, now before you choose, let me just show everyone everything that there is. This is a buck canoe. Everyone's kind of seen that because I have shown it off many times. And this is kind of a no-name, I think it's called True. It's a one blade versus a two blade. And now I'll put the blades away before you touch them. Out of those two, which one do you like the most?
I like this one.
You like this one more?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is the ones that you like the most, I'm going to start just making a line right here, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll put the other one away for now. Okay, so next on the list, some of these may not make sense as far as why we're matching them up to you folks in the audience, but they make sense to me. So I have the micarta Blade HQ exclusive Civivi Elementum, an S35 VN, and I have the Wee Banter in Ben Blue. Now, this is a flipper tab, this is thumb stud, so it's a different deployment, different material, but the blades are quite often compared, at least by me. Now I'll put the blades. Now, have you seen the blades now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put the blades away, just so that you don't get hurt. Now you can handle them. Now, which one do you like more? You can pick them up if you want, no problem.
I like this one.
You like that one more?
Yeah.
The cool thing about this one is the micarta. It's a material that, do you know what patina means?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Patina means that it changes. So the more I handle this, my hand, the oils in my hands, or anything, whatever, it's gonna change color slightly. You can already see from the day I got it that there's like a little bit darker here.
Mhm.
And and you can see under. So look under where the clip is. I don't know if anyone can see that. I can't see the camera right now, but if you look under the clip, you can see kind of where it hasn't been touched and where it's the lightest green. You see what I'm talking about? So the cool thing about micarta is, if you had this exact knife and I had this exact knife, a year later, they're going to be the same knife still, but they're going to look a little different. It's more unique to you. So it's good. So a lot of people like that. Plus, in the winter, micarta doesn't feel as cold as, say, steel or titanium.
Also, I have a question.
Sure.
Does this come in different colors?
Yes, the Wee Banter comes in two colors. It comes in Ben Blue, named after Ben Peterson, the creator, or it comes in a completely blacked out version. I'm sure that more colors and materials, for the scales will come out eventually, but right now it's the two colors, the blue and then the entire black one. And the black, it's a black blade as well.
I'm expecting you to get a purple one if a purple one comes out.
You gotta speak a little louder, I couldn't hear you.
I'm expecting you to get a purple one if a purple one comes out.
You want me to get a purple one?
Yes.
Well, there isn't one yet, but we'll see about that. So you chose this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the next one is between the Free Tiger 903, which is a flipper. Oh, and I hope people could see this. And the Best Tech Werewolf. They're both made out of D2 tool steel. I'm telling some information that maybe you don't know, but I'm just helping everyone out. They're both flipper tabs. They're both D2 tool steel. You know, they have a pretty similar height. Cutting blade is actually remarkably close. But there are some differences. So, like, this one actually is a true harpoon blade, they call it, because it looks like a harpoon. And this one has some like swedges that almost make it look like a harpoon, but it's not. Anyways, I'll put the blades away. And by the way, both of them have really nice action. Okay, if you had to choose between the two of them.
This one.
You choose that one over this one?
Yeah.
Okay. And this one also does have a G10 blue backspacer with the integrated lanyard hole. Oh, you chose this one. I just put that there. Okay. Now, we have the Spydercos. We kind of lumped the Spydercos together. One of them is not a Spyderco, and I'll explain that in a second. I don't have a Mannix or a Mannix XL. I have the Brother 1601, which is a copy of it. Okay, so I realize this is not a Spyderco, but given what we're doing, I'm just kind of going with it. We have the Spyderco Tenacious. And I'm 90% sure on the names of these, by the way. Some of them I forget. Obviously, I know the Para 3. We have the Brown Efficient. This one is it's a more budget friendly one, but it's also, this particular one is an exclusive through I think it's Blue Mountain Knives or Blue Ridge Knives or something. And the last Spyderco is the Spyderco Smock. So if we say this is a Spyderco, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to choose from. Can you choose one out of that, or do you need to lower it down first?
I like this one.
That's the one that you like the most out of all of them? Out of all 5 of these, this is the one that you like the most?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just kind of surprised. Okay. I'm curious, without that one, which one would you like next?
This one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even put the blades away for you. Let me put these away because neither of these were your choice. Do you like the Smock more than the Para 3? Yeah? You do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any reasons for that?
I like how the blade is shaped.
Yeah, the blade shape. The blade shape on the Smock is really cool because it's kind of like it's like halfway between a Warncliffe and maybe a sheep's foot, they call it. And you can get real exact, like, cutting if you're trying to do, like, arts and crafts or whatever. It also, it's a unique Spyderco because you see this flipper tab. Let's look at this flipper tab here. When this is in your pocket, you know, the clip's in your pocket like this, but this little thing is hitting everything in your pocket. On this flipper tab, it looks very different, doesn't it? It works really well, but there's nothing on the bottom either. Oh, that's another part. When you flip out a flipper tab, there's usually a flipper tab on the bottom, so it's making it difficult to get a full blade flat onto something, okay? Not a big deal, most people learn to deal with it, but on the Smock, it's just a coincidence, it can go flat down. It's also a push button, well, it's a compression lock, but it's a push button. And when it's in your pocket, it doesn't have that what people refer to as a pocket pecker. So I'm gonna put both of these Spydercos there, just because you chose that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're moving right along here. You're doing great. Next category is Ganzo. I have 1, 2, 3 Ganzos. One of them is not even functioning. Okay, I have the Ganzo G733 in 440C. It's kind of like an army color, army camo, I mean. I have the FH11, which is a D2 tool steel. And as people know, I have no detent ball on this one, so the flipper, it's supposed to be a nice flipper. It's usually an awesome knife, but my flipper goes like this. I have to whip it out because I don't have a detent ball. I guess I could put this a little closer to the camera, can't I? I have the one, I'm sorry about the wind, guys. It's gonna be a windstorm again here in Vermont. I don't know what's going on. I hope everyone can hear us. I have this guy, his model is the F753M. It's 440C. Mary's named this one. What's your name for that one?
I think it is Sharpie.
Sharpie, yeah. Mary refers to this one as Sharpie. I think it might have something to do with the blade shape. Maybe, just maybe. So, I'll close the blades. I already think I know your answer for this one. And you can feel free to handle them if you want to, but
I like this one.
Sharpie, how did I know? Okay. No question about that one? It was Sharpie without a doubt? Okay. The next category...
I'm sure I want to take my sweatshirt off.
I'm waiting for this wind blast to go by here for 1 second. Okay, the next, if it ever stops, the next category is Kershaw. Mostly these are the ones I just recently got. And Mary was with me for these. So, don't say anything yet. We have the Kershaw Trace, that's an assisted opening. The Kershaw Hot Wire, assisted opening. Both of these I have videos on, so you can see my videos on these if you'd like. We have the Kershaw Cinder, which I keep trying to tell Mary is just the right size for her, not during school time, but any other time of day for her to have an everyday carry if I can get it out of here. Because I think it's just the right size. And to top it off, to top everything off about this particular knife, the lanyard hole, the bottle opener, but it's a Rick Hinderer design. Of all people and of all blades, it's a Rick Hinderer design. Anyways, I know which one Mary's favorite is, and I'm not going to put the blades away on this one, so be careful because I don't want to. So just be careful. So which one is your favorite?
I like this one.
The Trace?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I like how it has stripes on the blade.
Yeah.
And I like how there's lines
Yeah.
on the whatever handle.
Yep. Mary told me it was like an aging white tiger. That's why it was grayish white and black stripes. An old white tiger. And Mary's attraction to this knife has kind of made me have a sentimental value to it. As you guys saw in my video, the Hot Wire is a good EDC knife, but it's 3CR. It's not. It is what it is. Okay, so Trace. Definitely not this guy, huh? This doesn't make the list?
No. How am I gonna do anything with that?
How do you do anything with it? Well, you know what I'm going to use it for? Is when people send me packages like these. I have a couple of YouTubers who sent me some packages to borrow, which we'll see those knives shortly. Actually, we saw one of them already, the Best Tech Werewolf. When I get their pack, this is going to be my official package opener. That way it's not too big and I can have a use for it, I guess.
And if you need to drink anything.
And if I need a bottle opener, there it is. You're right. But you know what? It reminds me of a lady's boot for some reason.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna say something.
No, stop. Do you see it though? Like a high heel boot? Except for the heel's a little short.
I don't see it at all.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Okay. If that was the high heel, like the heel, this is your toes, this is the heel, but the heel's a little too short. Does that not look like a boot?
So you're saying high heels have a hole in them?
No, and well, yeah, they do, don't they? If the heel goes down to here, isn't there usually a hole right there?
I don't know what we're talking about.
All right, whatever. We're off topic here. I'm not too familiar with high heels, and apparently neither is Mary.
I don't wear them.
I know. Neither do I.
I'm probably gonna break my ankles within 5
I stopped
minutes.
wearing high heels a while ago.
Well, you were.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so you chose the Trace, of course. Okay, so now we have some random ones, and that doesn't mean that they're good, bad. Well, some of them are bad, but it doesn't mean anything. It just means I didn't really have a category for them. The first one, I have a CJRB Feldspar in small version, a gift from Big Red EDC. Thank you. I have an Airlight cold steel that's been skinny modded by Outpost 76. Thank you. I have this Ozark Trail in faux stag stuff that I can only get back to minimal sharpness, and I believe was made by Satan or Vladimir Putin, or Kim Jong-un or someone. This was meant to tick off knife people or sharpening people. I believe it. I really do. It's not possible.
I believe
I'm
it's
sure.
made by
I'm
Satan,
sure a
then.
good. No, I'm sure a good sharpener, or even someone better than me, could probably put a good edge on it. But man, it was like 2:30 in the morning by the time I quit, and I even enlisted R2D2 for help. And then I've got one of my oldest knives ever. I got this back, I think, when I was in the military. It's the CRKT, which I used to call Cricket, M16. It had the partial serration. When I first learned to sharpen, check out that mirror edging. I wanted to sharpen out. I heard from Murray Carter that you could sharpen out serrations, and I was like, I hate serrations now, so I'm gonna sharpen them out. Well, I wasn't too experienced yet, so you can see the effect of how well I did. But not that it really does much for it. But check out that mirror finish on those two little lines on the back there. Isn't that fancy? Okay. So, given all that, and given that none of these have really much to do with each other at all, this one is very, on the very cheap end. I honestly don't even know what the price of the M16 is today. I know they're remaking it, so that's kind of iffy. The cold steel, I'm assuming, is I'm kind of just guessing the prices here, from cheap to more expensive, and I don't think any of them are. I mean, I think they're all in the budget lane. So, all that having been said,
I like this one.
are you kidding me?
I like the $5 knife.
You like the Kim Jong-un knife?
It's so funny when you say it, but yes, I do. I like the gold.
But look at the way that this feldspar. Look, watch this. Flips out.
Okay.
It's D2 tool steel. It's got a deep carry pocket clip. Look it. Do you hear that?
I hear.
Let me. Do you hear that?
You're gonna break your phone just by trying to open it.
I don't know that this ever actually flipped. It's supposed to have been the first flipper ever. I don't remember it ever flipping, now that I think about it.
So you broke a knife trying to flip it?
No, I don't think it ever flipped. Either that or maybe the Army issued me a piece of bad gear, which isn't not possible. They issued me a gas mask that was missing the eye hole. Literally, it was a used gas mask that when it was time for, gas, they do the arms, they have a motion that they do. And I put mine on, and the lens for my, or whatever you call it, that covers one of my eyes, it was completely missing. So I would have been gas if it wasn't a drill. But anyways, and then this air light is AUS-10A, I believe, yep, which is equivalent in my book to VG-10. So probably the best steel out of these. I don't care for lockbacks, they just drive me crazy. I know they're a good working man's lock and this and that, but I just don't like them. I'm a fidgeter, and the lockback is not complimentary to a fidgeter in my book.
I still like the $5 knife.
You can't be serious.
I am serious.
Okay, I'm gonna do this, but what about if there was no Kim Jong-un knife? I'm probably gonna get sued or something for saying that name, so I'm not gonna say it anymore.
Well, I like this one because you don't like it.
No, I do like it.
Dude.
I don't like the lock. That's what I don't like. This was a gift, and as a gift, of course I like it. And
Well, then I like this one.
So you basically like whichever one I don't like.
Yeah.
No, come on, you gotta take this seriously.
I am.
Are you
I
saying
like
that with this one too? Is that why you chose
no,
that
I
one?
seriously like that one. I seriously like that one.
Because of the design.
No, I like the gold part.
That's, well, okay, so because of the design.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel slightly better. And then, seriously, which one of these three?
This
Why?
one.
Why?
Because I like the holes.
It's kind of like this, huh?
Yeah. And then I like the mirror thing.
Well, the mirror thing was kind of a mistake, to be honest with you. That was me polishing on a polishing stone. And it's kind of a hollow ground blade, which I didn't quite realize at this point. Remember, this is one of my first knives I sharpened, so those were the only 2 points that were touching the stone. I wanted the whole thing to be mirrored like that. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh boy.
I like the 2 mirrors though. I'm happy you failed at sharpening a knife.
You're happy that I failed it. It is quite mirrorful though. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I know it's an awful sharpening job. I'm just showing you that it's of that. The mirroring is mirrorish. That makes sense in my head. Yeah. Okay, so you choose the Cricut M16.
Why are you sad that I chose that?
Because you chose this and this when there's this and this. If I were to choose out of these 4, this is hard. This is really hard because 2 of these are a gift, and that makes it kind of unfair because I don't want to... First of all, it's neither of these right off the bat. Right off the bat.
Wait, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
I spaced out.
We're talking about which of these 4 knives I like now. Okay? And I'm telling you that this one is a no because of how hard it was for me to sharpen, and I don't like the way that was. This one's a no.
Well, it was 2:30 in the morning.
No, it was 2:30 in the morning by the time I was done and called it quits. It was like 3 in the afternoon when I started.
Well, you can't blame the knife. You just have to blame yourself because you were doing a bad job at it.
Part of it's true. Part of what you're saying is true. I'm sure that someone with better skill than me could get a better edge on this, but I am telling you that
Oh my god, what?
That I should have been able to get a better edge on this. This steel is whatever. Anyways, back to my point. These 2 are off the table for me.
Daddy, there's a bug on the table and it's like pooping. It
Okay.
has something sticking out of its butt.
Okay, alright. This is just perfect timing. Okay guys, the bug situation is taken care of. everything is fine.
Something was sticking out of its butt.
Okay, let's get back to this. People are watching, come on.
Okay.
These two are off the table for me. These two are both gifts from different people, so this is difficult because both of them I appreciate equally. However, I like this one more because of the deployment, because of it's more fidgetable to me. It's got a higher fidget factor, and really that's the biggest reason. You know, I know that coincidentally the guy Outpost 76 who gave me this one had a major problem with his feldspar, but it is what it is. That's the reason that I prefer this one over this one. Size-wise, and even steel-wise, I think, I prefer this one. But that lockback is just not fidget-friendly. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break. And we will be back with a couple more categories, and then we'll be done. While she's gone taking a break, there's no way that she really likes this knife. She has to be saying it just to tick me off. I just want to say that. Okay. Alright guys, we're back, and let me pull this closer to the camera right now while I can see it. Okay. And these are kind of the very few I guess fixed blades I have. I do have a couple others, but not really like this. This is a Maracniv, a Mora. It's a great work knife. It's known for its big palm, swelled handle to fill your palm. It's kind of a weird size, but believe it or not, it's a good work knife just for that reason, because you can get your thumb right on it and push it and do what you need to do, or your finger. And it has a nice little case that you can use as a neck knife if you'd like. And here comes a huge gust of wind. The next one is a very old. Hold on. The next one is a knife that my dad gave to me a long time ago. He claims that he used to carry this in his boot, like a boot knife. I don't know if that's a true story, because he's old. So that could be true, or it could be one of those things.
Trying to excite you.
Well, no, not trying to excite me. It just could be one of those memories that maybe he thinks happened. I don't know. It does come in that kind of styled sheath, though, even though I don't think this is the sheath for this. I've shown this before on camera. This was, it's a Frost Cutlery surgical steel, nothing spectacular as far as the steel goes, but it is a solid knife. It's a dagger. It's sharp on both sides. I forgot to leave the blade out. And then this one I've already pulled out of the sheath a little bit, but it's the newest one of them, the CRKT Cricket Minimalist, that you guys saw, or hopefully saw, a video on. If you haven't, see my video on.
Hold on, I need to do something. This is making me uncomfortable.
Okay. Now, I guess the basic question here is, these two could be used as neck knives. This one really can't. We know that, but do you have a favorite out of these?
This one?
The dagger?
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Even though it's not a neck knife.
Honestly, I don't trust neck knives, because what if the blade falls out?
I'm telling you, like, first of all, on this, I'm doing it backwards. There's almost, I mean, go ahead and try to pull it out. See if it'll fall out. Try to do it a little bit on camera so people can see it.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so if that's hanging around your neck, it's not falling out. You have to pull this out. And this one, which is a little less comfortable as a neck knife, I only use it as a neck knife when I'm doing like yard work, just because of the size. But it has this leather strap with a button, so also not gonna fall out. Okay. but you choose the Frost Cutlery Surgical Stainless Steel Dagger.
I love daggers.
You love daggers?
If I died, I'd rather die from a dagger.
Okay, that's fine. Out of all the knives that you've seen today, is this your favorite knife? It is? Out of all of the knives, this is your favorite knife?
Yeah.
And that's why it's yours and gonna be something that you get to have from your little brother. But I mean, it's yours, but
As you're struggling to put it back.
yeah, because I did this little like tape job so that it was less folly outy. Okay, we've got two more things to go over. One of them is really near and dear to my heart. It's the two titanium ones that I have that are both on borrow from Neve's Knives. And before I start this, one of these knives is I don't know, I've been insinuating that I have it to you guys, to the audience. I haven't really come out and said it, but most of you already know. The TS-195 is by far absolutely my favorite knife of all time. I would trade every knife I have and pay every dollar I could to own this knife.
So you would sell my dagger?
Except for your dagger. Okay, but
Good.
I've never had a front flipper before, but now that I've kind of gotten used to it, it might take me one try to do it, but oh, it is so satisfying to do the front flipper when you learn how to do it. It's yeah, so you got to practice it, but once you get the hang of it, and you can see it now, I'm not going to do it on camera. Oh, there's nothing, I was one of those people that was like, why a front flipper? What the heck would you even have that for? But let me tell you, it is cool. So you have the Spidey flick ability. I can't do it because my Spidey flick finger hurts. But let me try it with my pointer. Maybe I can do it with my pointer. Yeah, there we go. You have that. You have the front flipper like I just showed you. That was a weak front flip.
You just want to get the extra satisfaction.
I do, because I love this knife so much. And you have the flipper tab, which is actually kind of the weakest of them all. The blade is, I think, so hefty that you have to kind of give it a little help. It's an integral design. I'm not sure why this isn't a review of this knife right now, so let's just do this. That's the Tucson Silverback. This is the Kaiser T1. Let me get it closer to the camera. I keep forgetting that the camera's right there. Okay. They're almost exactly identical height. Cutting blade, it's hard to measure because one's a Warncliffe and one's a drop point, but they are very similar. This is S30, the T1 is S35VN. This is M390. That doesn't matter in this. I don't know why I'm going over it because Mary's not gonna care. Okay.
This one.
Between these two knives, you choose this one.
Yes.
Is this a joke? You're laughing, so I mean, is it seriously a joke?
It's not.
You prefer the T1 over this?
Yes, and and I have two reasons. First, I don't really like the lines.
Let me close the blade.
And the second thing is I don't like this part.
The frame lock, you mean?
No, I don't like that.
That's because, yeah, this is a frame lock too, though.
Yeah, but it's not on the blade.
It's
And
not,
then the blade
it's not
has
on.
a...
Wait. Are you talking about the line here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the fuller. Okay. Well, that's how you do the Spidey flick.
Well, we don't need Spidey flicks.
No, we need Spidey flicks.
No, we don't.
You prefer the T1. The T1, when I first got it, and sometimes it still gives me trouble.
Scared the crap out of me.
You have to know. Like where to put your fingers, but once you get it, it's easy to it's easy to deploy every time. But see right there, I failed because I get pressure on that lock bar. But what I will tell you about this knife is whether you get it down or not, it is a thumb killer. That thumb stud, whether you deploy it perfectly or not, at least for me, it eats my thumb alive. So it kind of hurts the fidgetability of this knife for me. It's a beautiful knife. I love the lines on it. I'm not going to go over this right now because I have to do a final review later today. But, so you're serious that this is the one that you chose for the titanium? God, I'm so disappointed in you. Okay. We have one more thing to do, guys.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about the cat. The cat's fine.
But she was rubbing her head on a bucket.
It's okay. Now, I did make you do 2 spider codes. Let's remember that. The slippies on the top here, okay? So these should all be in view of the camera. These are, of all the categories we chose, these are your favorites. Can you choose a favorite out of all of these?
Is the dagger here?
No. And it's not a joke. This is serious. This would be if you could have a knife that you needed for your job or whatever. You know.
I'm gonna have to go with this one.
The T1. That's your favorite out of all of these. I know it's hard. It's a hard decision. Trust me. I know that feeling.
I like this one.
No, we're gonna take that one right off. Or that's not even a choice anymore. Okay.
Wow.
Next, let's do this. Out of these, which one's your favorite?
This one.
The slip joint.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You're turning out to be not a great guess. No, it's okay. I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with slip joints. It's just that they're different. There's no lock, so you have to be careful. In some countries, like in the United Kingdom,
They're illegal.
yeah, you're right. The locking knives, it's illegal to walk around with a locking knife, so they have to have a slip joint, and it has to be under 3 inches. So this would be an example of a knife that is that under 3 inches? I'm almost positive it is, but I'm not really great with things. So oh yeah, definitely 2.5 inches, 2.48, but probably 2.5 for a cutting edge. So you're definitely in the legal over there. You know, it's cool that you like the slip joint. You know, it's kind of more of an old-fashioned style. It's fading out. I have a very cool slip joint on the way.
I like the wood.
You are probably gonna like the one that comes. It's coming right now.
I declare this one to be named
Watch out
Woody.
for the blade. Okay, you're gonna name that Woody. Okay. What about your second favorite? And be serious. This is for real. These people. You know, these people are very judgmental. They will hate me if you choose the wrong one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. These guys are great.
I like this one.
The T1, really?
Mhm.
Okay. Next.
Probably.
Don't forget about your Spyderco's or your micar.
I like this one.
Sharpie?
Yeah. I like Sharpie.
You have some strange choices. Next. That's okay. That was like it was supposed to happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with this one.
Really?
I'll name you Blue.
Because it's blue?
Yeah.
What if this was blue?
I don't think that would go too well.
What if this was blue? What if this was blue? What if this was blue? This one.
Yes.
You're not saying any of the ones I want you to say. Next.
I'm gonna go with.
You're not saying things just to bug me, are you?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
Because this
to.
is serious to me. This is, you know, this is serious business to.
It's not.
This is an EDC journey right here.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a journey. This is the journey we're taking. Anyways, next.
I'm gonna have to go with this one.
This one.
Yeah.
I don't understand how your brain works. Next. Really, this wasn't going to be what I did. I was only going to make you choose one, but I'm waiting now until... Okay, keep going.
Is this the near one?
No, that one's long gone.
Why?
Because it wasn't your favorite. It was out during that category.
Oh, yeah.
This one is the one that has the button and the thumb stud.
Oh, yeah, I like this one.
Did you forget about this one? Do you want to put this one higher on the list?
No.
Damn it! Okay.
I like this one.
And then obviously this one. You chose this one!
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's my favorite. It was
I
my
know.
favorite
It's hard
at
because
Richards.
it's hard because all of these knives are cool in a way, my favorite or our favorites, but it's knife collector. These guys all know the feeling. You can't. It's so hard to choose one. It's like because they're different. I love them all in different ways and for different reasons and for different uses.
My personal favorite
Yeah. Well, but is the dagger.
has to be this one.
Really?
Other than the dagger.
Really? Like 100%, no doubt about that.
And then
too.
this one.
And then this one.
No, this one.
This one.
Yes. Woody and Sharpie go well together. I ship them.
So this is Buzz, and this is Woody. Wait, no. This is
No, that's Sharpie and that's Woody. You can't mix them up.
This is Woody, and this is Buzz.
No, that's Sharpie.
Like Buzz and Woody.
Yeah, but no.
Okay.
Sharpie and Woody go very well together.
Why? Why do you not like this one more? I mean, you do because it's on your favorite list, but it came after the Spyderco Efficient,
Yeah, but
which is cool. You know, I know it's more of a budget Spyderco, but it has that back spacer, which is kind of neat. It's not a bad Spyderco. You got a front foil to.
I like
go on.
everything but the holes.
Well, the holes are what makes Spyderco. Basically, that's their.
Like the holes in the actual handle.
Oh, you're talking about the smock. Oh, that's kind of the designer's thing, I guess you could say. But
I don't like the designer.
okay, well, there's a lot of people that don't right now, but that's another story altogether. Okay, well, I guess we have your answer, Mary. Your top favorite of all time is
Sharpie and Woody.
Is Woody,
And then Sharpie.
and then if it's not a slip joint, it's Sharpie.
And then Platinum. And then Blue.
Titanium, but I wish it was platinum.
No, this name is Platinum.
Oh, you named it platinum.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Woody, Sharpie, Platinum, Blue.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Brownie.
I've got one last question.
What?
And I already know what you're gonna say, but between these two.
Platinum.
Okay, one more thing. Where is it? Hold on. I just had... Ah, yes. Hold on. Out of these four, right here,
Platinum.
you just pointed to this one.
Platinum.
This one?
Yes. So, how you
I mean,
feel?
I like all 4 of these. This one's my least favorite. I like it, but of the 4, it's my least favorite. It's just not my jive, really. I like the harpoon, but that's kind of in the action, but it's in the chamfer. I mean, I like the blade, I do, but out of the 4, it's just not my favorite.
I like platinum because it's the
Hold
platinum
on.
color.
This has to be, I mean, obviously, I've already said it. It's my great. This, I would give up every knife I have for this.
Even Woody and Sharpie?
Yes. Yeah.
You're so rude.
I wouldn't give up your dagger because that means so much to you, but this knife is what, as collectors, we call a grail knife. This knife is the knife that I am seeking, I'm looking for. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, we have Amazon. Amazon is a thing.
Yeah, we do have Amazon. We're not going to go there right now. It's very expensive on Amazon. Anyways, look at this. I'm sitting here going to cut myself. Anyways, the only reason why the T1 is not higher on my list, because it would go this one, the Smock, the T1, and then the Werewolf. And the only reason the T1 is behind the Smock really is the deployment. It's just.
Oh, I love the deployment.
I like how it sounds.
I like how it just goes out.
Well, yeah, but this just goes out too. Like
Well,
this.
you have to press a button to close that, so that's not cool. That's like,
You have to do that with this too. You have to press this side over.
yeah, but like this just goes down. You can actually forcefully put this down, but this just automatically goes down.
Yeah, because I want it to.
Well, I don't want it to.
What do you want it to do?
Forcefully go down. I need to force it to go down.
Okay, well, we could do that.
Oh, it's like the struggle of your life.
I hate you.
I love you too.
I love you. All right, Mary. Thank you for being my guest on the show today. That was not a handshake.
Yeah, it's my handshake.
I appreciate you doing this. I'm sure everyone will find this entertaining. Everyone, look for my T1 finale in a little while. This was pretty fun. Talk to you later.